I mean, so could you possibly make like a wooden mannequin scary? What in the actual living, breathing I'm not sleeping tonight. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel again. Welcome to 31 Days of Horror. I am Morgan Film Fan. Let's jump into some scares. This is day 5, and I am bringing you The Fear. This is another Vinegar Syndrome release, and this was released in 1995 and re-released by Vinegar Syndrome, of course, which I screwed up the last review. I accidentally said Scream Factory, but yeah, Vinegar Syndrome release. Film from 1995. Now, this is a film that I've always seen in video stores as a kid. I remember seeing this like VHS cover at Blockbuster and stuff like that. And I've always known about this film, but I've always skipped it because as a kid, like I was probably 5 or 6 at the time, I was never allowed to watch horror films pretty much. So this one never, like I always seen it, but I've never watched it up until now. And I'm going to say that for this review, there's a lot of things that I'm going to be saying about the film, but I don't want to get too spoiler territory because this is the kind of film, it's an experience to be had. And the smallest thing could like spoil the film for you because there's so many bonkers, crazy, insane things that go on in this film that you just have to experience for yourself, pretty much. So The Fear basically, it starts off. You have this, like it's revealed that this kid had a tragedy happening when he was young, and it's cool to see Wes Craven in this film actually. Wes Craven makes an appearance, and it's cool to see him in anything, but it's cool to see him in here. This kid had this accident, and Wes Craven is basically his therapist. And this kid, as an adult, is like in therapy, and then he makes this decision where he wants to basically study where fear comes from and why people develop fears of whatever kind of thing. And it kind of turns into like this cabin in the woods story as the movie goes along. So your main character is Richard. He's seeing this woman named Ashley, and he has a bunch of friends show up. You got a bunch of couples. There's a lot of people in this film, so and I'm usually bad with names, but you've got Gerald and Mindy, who are a couple. You've got Richard and Ashley, who are a couple as well. And then you've got Pete and Tanya, who show up. Pete is Richard's uncle, sorry. And then you've got this guy named Troy, and I'm telling you, Troy is absolutely hilarious. Like, this film is soaked in 90s. If you think Scream, released in 1996, was soaked in 90s, no. This film trumps Scream when it comes to, like, 90s. I mean, you've got 90s hip-hop throughout the whole thing. You've got 90s dialogue. And again, Troy, the guy I just mentioned, he's literally vanilla ice with dreads. And he's white as hell, but he thinks he's straight out of Jamaica. He's always like, "Hey baby, oh what's up baby? It's all good baby." Like this guy could not be whiter, and he's got he's got the like track pants, and like this guy is right out of 1995. It's so funny. But the film, what happens is they go to this cabin in the woods, and Richard is the his parents like own this house or this lodge or whatever you want to call it, and eventually one of the people find this wooden mannequin in the cabin, like in a drawer, and Richard, because he wants to do this study on fear, uses this mannequin, and this mannequin also plays into a big part of his childhood trauma. This mannequin is like somebody you could just tell your fears to, and you know, with no judgment, and like kind of like a therapy thing he's trying, which completely fails. Spoiler alert, but he does, and these people like think he's kind of crazy for it, but they try it out, and then there's a lot of scenes where they experience the fears that they have, and then every time they do, they face their fears dead on, and then this mannequin, his name is Morty, Morty the mannequin, shows up, and in every scene that these characters are facing their fears, Morty will show up. So there's a hot tub scene which this woman is like absolutely petrified of water. I don't see like how that makes sense, because like she won't get in a hot tub because she's petrified of water. She has a history of somebody drowning and whatnot. So I could imagine her being afraid of like lakes and oceans and rivers. But I mean, she can't get into a hot tub. Like, does she ever bathe? Does she ever shower? Like, kind of thing. Like, but she will not get in this hot tub. Like, she is petrified, and she's speaking in third person. She's like, oh, she doesn't want to. She's terrified, yada yada, about herself. And the guy she's with, Pete, is a dick, and he's just like, oh, well, you know, what are you afraid of? Just come in the water. And she's like, literally, like, bawling her eyes out. All the actors in this film give it their all. This film is, it's quite soap opera, a lot. It's 90s as shit. Like, there's hip hop. I'm not even kidding. The ending credits, again, hip hop. It's just hip hop. It's just 90s hip hop. It's just 90s soaked cheese, and it's brilliant because of that. I give this film 92 out of 100. Why out of 100, or why out of 100? Because I hate decimals. But 92 out of 100, because this film is just so good with the nostalgia of it. Like this this film. And then while all these people are at the cabins, like pretty much everybody in this film is a hornbag, and everybody's sleeping with everybody. You got reveals with this person and that person. There's this character named Vance who is like a total pig. There's the Troy character, the big hippie guy with the dreads. There's a big reveal with him and this. Well, I'm not gonna say what she's related to him, but I'm not gonna go any further than that. Her name is Les, and the reveal on them, and then you got a reveal on Pete, the uncle, and this film goes for it. The only complaint that I have about the film is that I think it was just juggling too much. Like, it was juggling too many plots and too many themes that it couldn't play out on all of them. That's the only thing that I have to say, that, you know, like, there's things that go on that it's like they're all mismatched. Like, they don't fit, you know, they don't flow very well together. But entertainment value, the damn mannequin, man, the damn mannequin, holy shit, practical, and you can tell it's a person in a costume because of the eyes. But the way he's moving, it's all wooden, and you hear like the wood creaking, and like he walks like, it's kind of like you know those the mimes sometimes that you see on like streets, and they're all painted in gold, and if they stand still, like they literally look like a statue, but then they go like this, and you're like, oh shit, that's a human. That's like the mannequin, the guy that plays the mannequin in this film. It's brilliant. Like I love practical effects, and I love. I mean, I love nostalgia in general, and this film goes like what the director intended to do with this film, he did, or it's a guy, right? Let me check. Vincent Robert, yeah, just checked it. So Vincent Robert, like what he wanted to do with this film, he definitely did. I really prefer the original cover on this one. This one's cool, but Vinegar Syndrome is always cool, but the original cover on this one definitely sells this one, and it's a doozy. So I really don't want to spoil like the reveals that happen, as the film progresses, but I mean there's like eye-opening moments, and you've seen my intro. That wooden mannequin. What was his name? Toby? No, not Toby. Morty. Crazy acting, crazy practical effects. Like I said, every character for a film that's pretty cheesy, every character just gives it their all. So it's pretty brilliant that way. But that's what I got on The Fear. I highly recommend go find The Fear somewhere. Buy it from Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome is an amazing company. But if not, if it's streaming somewhere, if it's on Shudder or something like that, check out The Fear. It's absolutely incredible. And if you want to, I mean, go spend the extra bucks and buy the Blu-ray, because it looks great, and it's a throwback. It's a throwback to the 90s, 1995, baby. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice, if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with lots. This is 31 Days of October. I'm reviewing a film a day, so check out my other ones, subscribe, and check out the ones that are coming, and I will be here. So take care, and cheers. Till next time.